All right, guys, so this is Frase. It's one of my favorite tools it's what I use actually to draft my blog posts. And I got it originally on AppSumo, so I have a bit of a different plan, but they do have a free plan, which I think is amazing. So here I am, I'm using a different email address to sign up for the free plan so I can show you around. So it's just when you log in for the first time after you verified your email, it's going to ask you some questions. And then here you are. It has a get started widget, right? So it allows you to do 5 documents a month, which if you're doing one blog post a week is plenty, right? So what's nice, so you can optimize your existing content. So if you have a blog post that you wish would do a little better, you can just pop that URL in there and the keyword you're trying to get it for. Or you can put in something new. So say I want to create a post on best graphic design tools. Okay. And if you use another tool to come up with keywords, this is a great way to then help you create your content. It has a video, which is nice, but you can go in, so you can create a content brief. So if you outsource your work to freelancers, you can just give them the content brief and share it with them, and they can write it in here. So this analyzes the top results. So you know your post should probably be over 2,000 words if you want this to rank, and include images, which, I mean, it's a graphic design tool post, so you're probably going to have images from the tool and how to use it, if not videos. And you can go in and you can come up with an outline. You also just go to content if you just want to create the content. And so what's cool here is it shows the top posts, right? This ranks at number 1. It's got almost 4,000 words. That's a lot. And then, it's number 2. It's got 3,000 words. Number 3 only has 1,300 words. So it's pretty interesting to see kind of how they rank and what sort of headlines they're using and subheads. But you can go in and you can click this little robot guy, and they'll come up with different title ideas, because obviously you don't want to copy because that's plagiarism. But if it's a good title, it'll help you, 16 essential tools for graphic designers. That could be our title, right? I could make that our H1, right? So, or I might tweak that, right? Best graphic design tool, I might, maybe I want it to be for bloggers, right? And maybe I need to then adjust this. Okay. Oops. Oh, no, apparently on the free plan you can't change your query, which I can understand. On the upgrade plan that I got through AppSumo, I can, which is why I was doing that. But you can even write some frequently asked questions, topic score. So this will tell you sort of what's being referenced in all the top posts. And you want to you don't want to keyword stuff because Google doesn't like that, but you want to keep an eye out. So it says that the average score, so of all the top 10 results, they have at least 57% of these words included in their article. Okay. So you probably want to make sure to include a good chunk. And as you write, you can see it already has, it's been in there twice, these easy to use with powerful features, right? And then it's going to turn green. So it's pretty nice. You can also see, top topics as opposed to long tail keywords and SERP score. So you can kind of really look and play around with it, and just gives you a ton of information, which makes writing the post easier. You can also see what questions people are asking. So, how do I pick the best graphic design software? So then you might want to include a section on, different needs. They should use different tools, right? Are they are an artist, and so and their blog needs some really professional graphics, or are they a blogger and they need to create Pinterest graphics, right? So it just kind of depends, and you can kind of come up with ideas of what questions to include. So I've done this where I'll include some additional questions at the end. I'll write them, and those make for great little blurbs for Google when they show the little paragraph, right? or the like quick answer before anyone clicks through to a result. So this is a great way to do it. So this is SERP. People also ask, where it comes up with other ideas, or you can even look and see what's being asked on Reddit or Quora. So pretty cool. And then related, more results. What I like about this is a great place to get, not on this particular topic, but if you're writing on something where you need like some statistics, it's real easy to pull in like stats, because you can go here and then add it and it'll quote it and include the link. So if you need a stat to help make your point, it makes it really easy, and you can filter by keyword. So I can say Canva, none of them have them. Okay. Photo, I don't know, design. Let's just do that. So you can look at the different stats and add them to your article to give it more authority. And then you can go back, and in your home content, you'll just see your documents there. So 5 a month. Keep in mind, you can't change the query once you've started on the free plan. But what's nice is you can then kind of keep track of it. So you can say I'm researching, writing, or I'm optimizing. So it's great if you're pulling in content from a blog, whether it's completed and if it's published. So I may have completed writing it in Phrase, but I haven't actually published it on the site. You can go to settings, make some integrations. It integrates with Google Search Console, so you can kind of see what is ranking for you. And it also integrates with WordPress. I will say I've had trouble connecting the WordPress integration personally. I've not gotten it to work, but I actually tend to copy and paste everything. I throw it in Hemingway, which is a writing app. It's like $20 for the app, one-time cost. And I go through and I clean up my writing that way before I put it into WordPress. So it's not a huge loss for me. If you want to connect it straight to WordPress, you should be able to. I don't know. I didn't have the time to really figure out why it wasn't working. But so that's how I love to use Phrase. You can also, it'll help you with outline if you want to just put in some keywords. You can also do templates, which is pretty awesome. I can go import a template. And they have some templates, or you can create your own custom template. So if you have a magic formula for how to create an affiliate post that, converts really well, you can create a custom template, which is really nice. Or you can do pillar page, content outline, best X, a listicle. That's really popular, right? And it'll give you just a nice overview to make sure you are writing a listicle that is likely to rank, or you're giving it the best shot to rank. So I really love the template feature that they have. That's Phrase. This is the free version, right? So this isn't the one I use, because I do have an upgraded account, but I think their free plan is extremely generous and perfect for bloggers, especially, if you're not churning out content daily. If you're doing once a week, this gives you 5 posts a month. So you can get ahead, and hopefully you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments.